So, greetings and salutations. When it comes back to looking at, films from Hayao Miyazaki, there's quite a few of them that probably people perhaps know about and perhaps immediately think about. Whether it's films like, say, My Neighbor Totoro, which is the image of, Studio Ghibli's company. Or perhaps you might think of films such as Kiki's Delivery Service. Or maybe, but I feel like the one that most people, when you think about Miyazaki and Ghibli, is Spirited Away. So what did Spirited Away, the story of it? Well, it tells the story of Shiro Sin, a 10-year-old girl while moving to a new neighborhood, inadvertently enters the world of Kami, which is basically Japanese Shinto folklore. After her parents are turned into pigs by the witch Yaba, and she ends up taking a job working at Yaba's bathhouse to find a way to free herself and her parents and return to the human world. So I gotta say, this film was, I've seen this film quite a few times. I've seen, the dub of it, and as well as seen the original Japanese version of it.
In worlds seen and unseen, where spirits are transformed, and sorcerers rule.
The witch Yubaba controls you by stealing your name. If you completely forget it, you'll never find your way home.
Your name belongs to me now.
I gotta say, this film is still pretty good, even today. I've said in the past how at times, when you watch a film from Miyazaki or from Ghibli in general, there's always these moments from their films where you always have a sense of when you go to see family, you go to see friends, you have those nice, quiet, cool afternoons where you just perhaps sit, going through the countryside, or perhaps you are going through on a ride through, in general. And that feeling that especially, is the sequence when Chiro, Sin, and No Face are on the train. Because there's no dialogue, it's just a sense of quiet, them on the train as others get off to their stops. I gotta say, there is a lot of moments of this film that I still think, oh, wow, that are still pretty good, are when she first goes down to try to get a job, and she is running when she goes when the stair breaks and she goes just running in sheer terror, because I feel like we always had those moments in life when we are just we are a bit nervous about things and we just go down where I feel I'm going to go downstairs to try to do something, and, we just feel we feel say, something is behind us, but we're just, trying to not, get away as quickly as we can. And yeah, I feel like say most of the reason like the issue of the film though is the idea of curiosity, because yes, her parent, like mostly her dad, is very curious and all that, since they go a wrong way, and and how they get there, and also at the beginning of the film, at first, like from the audience perspective, we see that the character of Shira, she is kind of like a bit whiny and all that, and the fact yes, she is having to move from her hometown to a new location and all that. So there's always that idea of when you are going to do that, there's a bit of say nervousness and all that. So and all that, but at the same time, when she gets to work of doing the bathhouse and all that, yes, she is also wanting to make sure she doesn't get turned into a pig or other creature by Yaba and all that, but at the same time, I feel like also in the fact that she is wanting to feel like, okay, I am for now I'm stuck here, so I'm trying to make sure I can do the best of my abilities at the risk of not getting taken away or something like that. And there are also moments of say the idea of the spirits, like the stink monster and all that. Yes, no one is really everyone is just trying to say no, don't let him in. And yes, Yaba is basically told him say, hey, take care of it.
Look, a valued customer. Welcome to our baths. Oh, it's money. Sam, take the nice customer's money.
Yes, ma'am.
And all that, but at the same time, we feel say even though everyone is just laughing at the fact that she's having to do it, she's taking it head on, and at the same time is willing to help the spirit in a way. I do think that little moment where he just says, where the spirit goes well done, is it's still pretty good. That's pretty cool. And one thing I didn't notice, the film had actually was a huge award winner at the time, from the Golden Bear with Bloody Sunday at 2002 Berlin International Film International Film Festival, and became the first hand-drawn Japanese anime and non-English language animated film to win the American Academy Award for Best Animated Feature at the 75th Academy Awards.
Oscar goes to, let's see, Spirited Away, Hayao Miyazaki. The Academy congratulates Hayao Miyazaki and accepts this on his behalf. Thank you so much.
And yeah, there are a lot of moments that are just say, wow. You have a sense of when you think about this is totally Alice in Wonderland in a way, in that Sin or Chiro, she's trying to get out of there, and at the same time she is just interacting with all these different individuals.
Come closer, Sin. What would you like? Just name it.
But at the same time, she doesn't really try to get on their bad sides, whether it is helping out with the character of Kamaji. Basically he's willing to defend her even though he can't give her work, or even Lynn, who is everyone is unsure about humans in the spirit world, But yeah, Lynn is willing to help her out. The moment I thought, okay, the film is still something special even today, is the sequence when No Face is chasing her down into the bathhouse after she is basically just told, like, say, hey, I really appreciate, your offering of the money and all that, but...
Walt Disney Studios presents a Studio Ghibli film. Experience a magical movie phenomenon embraced by all the world.
Let's go!
But no thank you and all that, and it's just trying to get out of there. And yeah, I really think this, like, the ideas this film has, like, say, the idea of environmentalism, because that is always something that is appeared when it comes to Miyazaki, whether it was also, like, Ponyo. Yeah, I thought this, looking back, I'm glad I really decided to rewatch this film before, giving my thoughts on it. See you next time.